Hi, I'm Steve and I work in the product team at Hornbill. I'd like to take a few minutes introducing you to Hornbill Service Manager and giving you a brief tour of some of the main features and benefits. Okay, let's get started. So with Hornbill Service Manager, ITSM is what you do and collaboratively is how you do it. Service Manager encompasses 20 years of ITSM knowledge and experience and couples this with consumer level usability. Service Manager is true software as a service. It's cloud-based, it's delivered using continuous deployment methodology, meaning you are always on the latest release. You don't need to worry about upgrades. You can forget about internal or external costs which relate to upgrades. With Service Manager, these just go away. In addition, all your customizations and configurations are guaranteed as we release these automatic updates. Service Manager is deployed as an app from the Hornbill App Store. It's installed in seconds. It's available in any language and on any device, and it's optimized for performance globally. Once installed, Service Manager is underpinned by mature business process automation and progressive capture design. Service Manager does not dictate how you should work. It provides you with the tools to allow you to configure how you want to work. You don't need to use complex business processes, but if you do, you can design different workflows to underpin your different process requirements. You can define if and when confirmation emails and email templates are used, if and when service level timers are appropriate, if you want or need both response and fixed timers, when they should start and what constitutes them being met, routings, branching, tasks, authorization, two-stage closures, automatic closure, auto task expirations, as well as checkpoints can be set. And best of all, it's all built graphically and the complexity is hidden from your users. Business processes are more concerned with the fulfillment of tickets and requests. Progressive capture design allows you to graphically create the logging experience your users will follow when they're raising new tickets. This is applicable to both the support teams and the supported customers. Progressive capture again is built graphically and allows you to customize what questions are asked, in what order, with definable branching and logic to provide an intelligent consumer level experience for all your users. The Service Manager app is deployed on the Hornbill Collaboration Core. We believe collaboration should be at the heart of what you do and not bolted on as an afterthought. What we mean by this is tickets, documents, workspace, assets and people. They're all first-class social objects in their own right. They can be followed and collaborated on, and this is much more than a simple forum. I don't need to go out to Hornbill to communicate with my colleagues and customers. I can do all of this from within Hornbill through email, instant messaging, mentions and workspace. I can do this in my local language and communicate with others in theirs. Looking at Graham's view, he's working in English. He's a member of multiple workspaces. He works in support and his newsfeed is showing him updates to tickets he's following, updates to workspaces where he's a member and other content that he's interested in. Workspace can be used for projects, could be used for FAQs or notifications about change management or corporate tooling. They can be open or private and users can share ideas and information. They can ask questions and in doing so are building up a rich resource of knowledge which can be tapped into by others using the global search facility. The Hornbill platform provides a corporate directory for finding colleagues, starting conversations, and for seeing who's present. Activities allow users to create and complete both human and automated tasks, such as change approvals or fulfillment actions. Hornbill's notification functionality ensures you're always up to date and never miss anything, be this a ticket which you're mentioned on, a document which has been shared with you, or relates to activities which have been assigned to you, or even an update to a workspace which you're a member of. An example of another app which is available on Hornbill is Document Manager. This is a document management application which allows users to either upload or create documents and content. These documents can be shared with colleagues, allowing teams to work collaboratively on the content, keep full revision history, and mark these as active once they're ready for publishing. Documents can be published to libraries to allow the wider community to access them, and by attributing document tags, users can search and find knowledge content easily. Focusing back on Service Manager specifically, you can see the Service Manager app is available to Graham on the left-hand side menu. His role and rights will govern which features of Service Manager he can see and utilise. One example is access to the request list. The request list is context sensitive. Graham will only see what he has the rights to see. An example being, if he didn't have the rights to view change requests, he would not see the change icon. Graham can view the requests by one ticket type or all. He can do this in the context of just the tickets he owns personally, or tickets that belong to a team he's a member of, or all tickets for all the teams that he belongs to. He can look at tickets he's following, where he's been added as a member, or create his own filters that allow him to move between views which are important to him. Graham can define a home view and at any point revert to this view in one easy click. Graham can apply quick filters to any view. He can sort by columns and can choose which columns to display and their order. Tickets can be logged manually, via email or self-service. As we're on the request list, let's have a look at raising tickets manually using Progressive Capture. Here, Graham has the rights to raise all different types of ticket, but if he does not know which type of ticket he needs to raise for the caller, he can choose the Raise New and then gather the information before making a decision on the ticket type. We are presented with an easy to understand interface, which is going to guide you through the questions needed to understand what the customer is calling about and to ensure we capture all the relevant information and log the ticket. In this example, we first ask who we're speaking with and we confirm we have the right information. We can see all their active requests in case they're calling about an existing one. Happy that they're calling about a new issue, we can continue and record the details and the summary of the issue. We could have invoked a quick log template which could pre-populate the Progressive Capture content if an appropriate one had been defined. We may know enough at this point to categorise this as an incident, a problem, a change request, etc., and we can make the appropriate selection. Choosing incident in this example, we could be prompted for a category, priority, as well as being given the opportunity to associate one or more of the users or organisation's assets when we finish. If we've chosen change, this could have configured to ask less questions or take us down a different route. This is just an example, and Progressive Capture flows can be configured differently by each customer with more or less questions based on their requirements. Once the ticket is logged, and if we have a running business process, we'll be represented with a heads-up display at the top of the ticket. This represents the stage of the process, and in each stage the defined checkpoints. In this example, we can see that the 2 checkpoints have already been achieved. An email's been sent and it's been routed to the first line team. But no one in that team has taken ownership yet. With the ticket open, the business process takes me in context to where the ownership needs to be set, and on picking the ticket up, the checkpoint is achieved and the process moves forward. In this case, a task has been created for someone to look into the desktop support issue. Processes can have approvals, multiple tasks and stages, but in this case a simple task with 2 definable outcomes has been defined. By selecting an outcome, the process can move forward, and in this example, by sorting the issue, we can not only complete the process but automate the resolving of the ticket status and the sending of a resolution email. Business processes are an important part of ticket management, but they're not mandatory. Service Manager provides a simple to use action bar which will allow the support team to complete manual actions on a request. Let's take another incident which hasn't been resolved yet. Adding comments, sharing screenshots or video content and marking these as visible to the requester so they can view this via self-service or making them private to the team are all available to you. We can schedule callbacks, we can add or drag and drop attachments, we can search for and link related tickets and knowledge, send emails, change priorities, etc. All of this activity is recorded in the ticket timeline and is both visible in line and chronologically ordered, but can also be filtered to look for specific content. As an analyst, I may opt to follow the ticket, which will promote any updates to this ticket onto my newsfeed, so I can see at a glance which updates have been applied to the tickets that I'm following. Traditionally, I could assign the ticket away when I've completed my work, or I could assign a task to a colleague or a role for them to complete something towards the resolution of the ticket. But using more modern techniques to complement this, I can add a colleague as a member. For example, they might not have the rights to generally see this type of ticket. And then I could mention them and ask them to take a look at the issue. They'll get a notification that they have been asked to help. In this case, it's Rosemary. She can get the notification and access the ticket. Service Manager allows your dispersed teams to work and collaborate on tickets that can be and this can be demonstrated if we look at an ongoing issue where colleagues from our global support team are working on the same ticket in their local languages. Further functionality which is available in Service Manager includes boards. Service Manager's visual task boards allow customers to quickly and easily see tickets or where those tickets sit in their lifecycle status, be this for change requests which have been received or are being assessed, or with CAB for approval, or for document requests which require line management approval or with their suppliers, through to breach boards to highlight tickets which are approaching or have breached service level targets. Tickets can be moved manually or added automatically using business rules. Service Manager also provides asset management capability, and customers can use Service Manager to define their own asset types which are relevant to them. For each asset type they can decide on what attributes they want to use. They can record who owns assets, financial, location, supplier, disposal information, as well as where these assets have relationships to other assets or where they have been linked to tickets. Using Service Manager's custom buttons, customers can launch third-party web-based discovery tools to integrate or interrogate and view assets further. Looking at self-service, Service Manager provides customers with a configurable and brandable self-service portal for both internally supported and externally supported customers. Each customer can view the self-service in their local language, and they'll be able to raise requests and support only against services which they are subscribed to, following progressive capture questions configured by the customer. They can track the progress of existing tickets, post new updates, or comment on existing posts, viewing all updates which are marked as customer facing. Hornbill Service Manager also provides an iOS and Android native app. These provide co-workers with the ability to stay up to date wherever they are. They have access to workspace, news feeds, and notifications. They can view and complete tasks and authorizations and view any information relating to parent tickets before making their decision and outcome. They can access knowledge and content from Document Manager and are able to view and update their requests on the move. Looking at management information, Service Manager is delivered with comprehensive service management capabilities. One example of this is a trending engine which supports analytical analysis. Customers can define measures, say counts, averages, percentages, etc. They can set a target for each measure and then configure if being below or above the target is a negative or a positive outcome. They can define the sampling interval and start the measure. Visually, you can see the performance against the measure indicated in the color-coded scorecard, or view the current trend in the sparkline graphic. Measures can be consumed to create widget content, which can be displayed on dashboards. Widget content can be scorecards containing multiple measures. Or more traditional charts and graphs, as well as count lists, targets, and customer data. Widgets can be added to dashboards via the graphical dashboard builder, allowing the customer to define both layout and content. Once configured, dashboards can be viewed in full screen or promoted and added to a slideshow where multiple dashboards can be set to transition. Which works great where dashboards are used on wallboards or alike, allowing the sharing of large amounts of data and metrics. Service Manager complements the dashboards with more traditional management reporting. Customers can choose to create reports based on already defined measures against the schema or using predefined entities. Customers can select the attributes to include, they can define filters, sorting options, and then decide how to publish the end results. This could include graphs and be published through the browser, or the contents could be exported to CSV. Just really wrapping up now, Service Manager has been developed to provide integration options with third-party solutions, be this authentication, and end user provisioning through SAML, or the movement of data at a transactional level using webhooks and our published APIs. And we're happy to discuss any of your specific requirements. We also provide a free switch-on service to make transitioning from an existing solution smooth and painless, allowing customers to benefit from all the Service Manager has to offer quickly and easily. I trust you've found this product overview helpful, and thanks for watching.